Hi, this is Shankar, and this video I'm be talking about extramarital relationship. What are the houses and what are the planets which can, you know, get an extramarital relation, which makes an horoscope prone to extramarital relationships. Extramarital relationship is something which a person does despite being married, or somebody who has a character who's loose and gets swayed. I mean, character loose is not the right word, but somebody who gets swayed into relationships, a person who cannot say no when proposed. That is, I think that is the right word. Somebody who says no when cannot be proposed and gets swayed in emotionally. So when we're talking about extramarital relationships, we tend to get into seeing some combinations like Mars and Venus together. Oh, he'll have an extramarital relationship. Be rest assured, Mars and Venus together is does not is not a thing which can get you into extramarital relationship. It can only give you a love for good things in life and an energy to enjoy the good things in life. And it's a very important relationship seen in the horoscopes of a large number of people who are successful today. So, it's just by seeing Mars and Venus, you shouldn't come to a conclusion. Now, coming back to the topic of extramarital relationship, let's see the houses which are important, which can get, a person prone to extramarital relationship. Relationship is seen from the seventh house. Seventh house is the house or relationship of the opposite sex. Anything which increases the propensity of the seventh house, which is the fifth house, and that is 11th from 7th. So it increases the propensity of the seventh house. Fifth house is also for love, pleasure, uh, some karmic, it's a karmic house also. So seventh and fifth together can, are said to be houses which can get you into relationships. So seventh and fifth is one aspect, but it is not necessary that that relationship will be an extramarital relationship. For an extramarital relationship, it is important that we should have secrecy in it, something which is not told to the society, something which is done behind the curtains. So the two important houses which are absolutely important for this to happen is the eighth house. Eighth house is a house of, which does things secretly. Things happen suddenly. There is an element of fear. So these are what eighth house signifies. So when seventh, fifth, and eighth come together, one can be sure that, okay, reasonably sure that a person can get into relationships, and the relationship will have an element of secrecy into it. Now, when the 12th house also comes into operation with the 8th house, 7th, 5th, 8th, and 12th, I mean the 12th house or the 12th house lord comes into operation, then you can be sure that there is an element of a relationship which is affected by Shani with a weak Jupiter is a very potent thing to happen. Now, Venus also is important in the whole scheme of things. Similarly, Venus afflicted by Rahu can create problems. Similarly, Mercury with Mars and Venus in the 12th house, especially 12th or 8th house, it can create problems because Mercury is a planet which tends to imbibe the characters and the characteristics of the person it is with. It's like a prince, it's like a boy. It's it gets motivated to take risk. It's like a child, and it's the child who gets into these kinds of relationships. So you have to see the play of the planets in this thing. But yes, Mars and Rahu aspected by Shani, it is potent. Similarly, Venus with Rahu again aspected by some malefic planets is there. But again, remember, Jupiter should not be very strong. Also, please remember, Ketu cannot put you into extra matter. You should not think that Rahu does it, so Ketu will also do it. Jupiter with Ketu can never get you into extra matter relationship. Venus with Ketu will never get into extra matter relationship because Ketu tries to withhold. Ketu is, withdraws. Just as Rahu goes outwards, Ketu is an inward journey. Rahu is outward, Ketu is inwards. So Ketu cannot be treated as a malefic in terms of relationships and these kinds of things. So this was my small video which I wanted to talk on extramarital relationships, where I wanted to explain the houses which tend to make a person get into extramarital relationships, the importance of Jupiter, and the planets which play a role. So this is it. This is a small video on extramarital relationships. You have any questions, you can post it down, and I'll continue with my series on predictive astrology and these small combinations which you can try. Don't try them in one horoscope, try them in 100 and 150 horoscopes to get an idea if they work. And do write to me. This is Shankar now, signing off. Thanks. Bye for now.